Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports for the game changers.
Andrey, congratulations. That is for you. Thank you for joining us. Wow, what a match, what an atmosphere. What is the most pleasing aspect of that performance from your point of view today?
That I was able to stay calm all the match. I didn't say one word. I don't know how. Even me, I'm surprised.
And that was the most impressive thing for you.
Yes.
Is that something you've been working on actively?
I don't know. I don't know if I mean, I want to believe that I was working on this, because if not, then I'm stupid. Because after so many years, to don't improve this is it means that something is wrong with my head.
And what about the tennis? After the disappointment of losing the first set, what was it that changed in your mindset?
No, nothing. I just was saying, okay, keep playing, keep fighting, keep trying. I had one break point in the first set, so keep believing in yourself, be more convinced, go for it, and maybe you will have more break points or something. And in the end, I was able to return well, and I was able to break him straight away in the second set, and that, when it gave me a bit more confidence, I started to feel, okay, go for it the same way, play the same intensity, we'll see what's going to happen, and little by little,
And the atmosphere?
Atmosphere was crazy. It was really good, and it was nice to play in this atmosphere.
We're not going to keep you for too long, but congratulations and good luck in the semi-finals.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Shall I take that? Right, there we go. So the first things first, he was happy that he kept his cool and he kept it together.
He's such a fascinating character, isn't he? Just delighted after he'd just beaten Carlos Alcaraz in Madrid in front of his home fans, and he's just happy that he kept his cool and didn't lose it. So, but it's the key for him, you know. That really is. I feel Rublev's tennis can be untouchable at times, but in big matches, I just feel like he's had a tendency to be his own worst enemy, get in his own way, to use that phrase, and kind of unravel. And then his tennis suffers, his decision-making, he's emotionally out of control. But when he keeps it cool, well, we see what he's capable of. And I think there's a player in there. He's never even passed the Grand Slam quarter-final, Andrey Rublev. But there's a player in there that can go to a semi, can go to a final. Why not win a slam? I think his tennis is good enough. Whether his character is there, his personality, remains to be seen.
Yeah, it was fascinating hearing him say he stayed calm. I wonder also, before coming onto the court, knowing that this crowd was going to be against him and rooting for his opponent, he didn't have a choice. He knew, if he was going to give himself a chance, he had to stay calm. There was no other option. I mean, can you imagine getting rattled in front of this crowd, smashing a racket or letting rip to your team, and this crowd turning against you? It would have made that challenge of beating Alcaraz that much harder. And so, when you already know that going into a match, I wonder whether that just kind of forced him to, all right, I've got to really lock in here and behave.
I think what else is interesting, just hearing him say, in response to your question and what changed for him, was just sort of a calmness mentally and a decision almost to just go for it. Sometimes I think we've got a tendency to just overcomplicate this sport, and players at this level, I think just thinking with clarity and playing with freedom and going for it and playing their best tennis is so often the key. You can have all the tactics you want, but if you don't perform at your best level, you don't win these big matches. So really interesting to hear that from him, and he's clearly, he wasn't giving too much away, but he's clearly delighted to have won that match today.
But he is a fascinating character. I know we see this in others, but how quiet and humble and mild and meek he is there, and how he can be on the court. I mean, he's an absolute puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Get me a psychologist to try and dissect his personality and what goes through his mind. I mean, only he knows, really. But the hunger is there, the desire is there. He clearly wants it, and he was able to show everyone exactly what he was all about today. And just too good. But there's still some work to do. Surely, beating Alcaraz will give him a huge amount of confidence, and get into the semi-finals here. Anything's possible.